Microsoft's 3-bucket AI audit, how to redesign your job for AI. Turn Microsoft's current AI and jobs guidance into a practical workflow explainer by showing viewers how to audit their tasks, design safer AI-assisted work, and avoid confusing automation hype with real workflow change. Most people ask the AI jobs question at the wrong level. They ask whether a role disappears. Microsoft's current guidance starts somewhere more useful. A job is a bundle of tasks. Once you break the job apart, the workflow gets clearer. Some tasks can be automated. Some become faster with AI assistance. Some still depend on human judgment, trust, or accountability. That shift matters because workflow redesign happens task by task long before a job title changes on an org chart. Here is the framework from Brad Smith's post. Bucket 1 is tasks AI can do. Bucket 2 is tasks you can do with AI. Bucket 3 is tasks humans must do by themselves. The skeptical question is whether that sounds too neat for messy real work. It is not a complete answer, but it is a useful first filter. Drafting an email, summarizing research notes, or formatting a report might move into bucket 1 or 2. Final approval, sensitive judgment, client trust, hiring calls, or accountability for a bad decision often stay in bucket 3. The M365 Copilot paper helps here because it shows where workplace AI is already getting traction. The study says writing still dominates, but users also rely on AI for information retrieval, analysis, strategizing, and evaluating systems. That suggests a pattern. AI tends to move first into structured, text-heavy, repeatable tasks where a draft is valuable even if a human still reviews it. So instead of asking whether AI will replace marketing or operations, ask which parts of the workflow are repetitive, text-heavy, or evidence-gathering. Here is the Monday morning version. Pick one real workflow you do every week. Write every step down. Mark which steps are repetitive, which require judgment, which touch sensitive data, and which face a customer or boss. Then place each step into one of the 3 buckets. After that, add one more layer most people skip: risk. A task can be easy for AI and still be unsafe to automate if the downside is high. That is how you avoid the lazy move of handing the model the whole workflow just because the demo looks smooth. The common failure mode is confusing fluency with readiness. AI can sound confident on tasks that still require human ownership. Sensitive finance decisions, legal interpretation, hiring, compliance, reputation management, and anything customer-facing with downside risk should default to augmentation or review first use. The framework only works if teams accept that some tasks belong in bucket 3 longer than they want. Otherwise the audit becomes theater and the workflow becomes brittle. Once you run the audit once, turn it into a reusable system. Save the task list. Save the approved prompts. Save the review checkpoints. Save the tasks that stay human. That is where a structured template or dashboard becomes useful. Howard's Side Hustle Command Center is one example of packaging AI-assisted planning into a reusable operating system for projects and financial planning. Disclosure: it is Howard's ETSE product, and it is an educational workflow tool, not financial advice or an income guarantee. The larger point is bigger than one product, the workflow itself becomes an asset. Howard's Side Hustle Command Center is a practical example of turning AI-assisted planning into a reusable workflow asset. Disclosure: this is Howard's ETSE product. Educational tool only, not financial advice. My judgment is that the most useful near-term AI skill is not prompt cleverness. It is boundary design. The teams and workers who win first will be the ones who decide clearly what AI drafts, what AI assists, and what humans still own. Which bucket is growing fastest in your own work right now? AI does it, AI helps you do it, or humans still own it? Create a polished whiteboard explainer with a calm lead narrator and skeptical analyst handoff moments. Use workflow boards, task cards, 3-bucket diagrams, review loops, document scenes, spreadsheet and planning visuals, and practical checklist cards. Keep visuals changing every 3 to 5 seconds. Make the framework feel concrete and repeatable. Avoid fake office drama, fake layoff scenes, or hypey robot visuals. Keep the tone plain English, practical, and operator-focused. 1 June 10, 2026, Microsoft Post date. 2 June 16, 2026, Axios story date. 5.5 million, M365 Copilot sessions analyzed. 1+ million, companies using M365 Copilot weekly per the paper. 552 of 60, total topic score. 610 of 10, business relevance score. 7.9 of 10, visual explainability score. 8.9 of 10, title clarity score. 9.8 of 10, proof of demand score. 10.8 of 10, freshness score. 11.8 of 10, saturation risk score. 12.3 buckets, AI does, AI helps, humans own. 13.1 workflow per week, recommended starting point. 14.1 extra lens, risk before automation. 15.1 core skill, boundary design. 1 one-page summary 2. Links mentioned 3. Key terms explained 4. Practical examples 5. Watch list and risks educational content only. Not financial advice. #Microsoft #AI workflow #future of work #productivity AI #cognitive capital